what are you getting for $50 more, and which one of these would I prefer, or which one do I recommend? What's up, party people? Android Stud here, and I have two of the mid-range champs, as you can call them. I have the Galaxy S20 FE Fan Edition from Samsung, that's right. And I also have the OnePlus 8T from OnePlus. Now, I just ran some benchmarks on here, and they're sort of interesting. As you can see here, sorry, getting the notifications on deck. You get the 893 single core score, 3213 for the multi-core. And on here, the OnePlus 8T, 883, 893, 2941, 3213. 6 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 865 processor, 128 gigabytes of storage, okay? Now the OnePlus 8T has 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. So you have some different storage and RAM capacities on both of these. Now, the OnePlus 8T is $749 from OnePlus. This is $699 from Samsung. So now this is running Samsung's UI on here. So, and this is running the OnePlus Oxygen 11. From the start. Now, as far as displays, they're both 6.5 inch displays. So now this is the Super AMOLED display that you get on here. You also get 120 Hertz, so it's super speedy. Also 6.5 AMOLED display, 120 Hertz, so you're moving and grooving on here, no problem at all as far as you know, going through your apps or anything like that. But very similar devices, very almost the same footprint. Even on the back, they look almost identical from what I could see. Now this is Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back, so this is a better build on here for $50 more. This is a polycarbonate or a plastic on the back, and then on the front, I believe you get the Gorilla Glass 3. So be careful with this. You may want to put a screen protector on this right away, whereas this might be a little bit more durable because it's the Gorilla Glass 5 on here. Now, it both has 4,500 milliamp batteries on here. The only advantage I think that the OnePlus 8T has, that a 65 watt charger on here that absolutely charges your phone in under an hour. So if you wake up in the morning, you're down to 20%, you can take a shower, have a bowl of Fruit Loops, a coffee, hit the door, and you'll probably be at 100%. Now this only comes with the Samsung charger from the factory, and you only have a 15 watt charger. Now you could buy the 25 watt charger, but that's gonna be some extra money. So then you're gonna be almost the same amount of money here. This does have wireless charging on here, 15 watt wireless charging, where this does not. So I think that's a win for Samsung, where you get the 65 watt charging, you get to charge it faster. So do you need wireless charging? That's debatable. This has wireless charging, and do you need a 65 watt charger? That's also debatable. I like wireless charging, but I do love the 65 watt charger, because you can literally charge your phone so fast that you could be getting dinner, having a cup of coffee, and just plug it in, and before you know it, you're at 100% and you're good to go. Now, as far as the camera setup on the back, you have a triple camera setup on the back on the FE Fan Edition, and you have a quad camera setup on the back on the OnePlus 8T. Sort of, kind of, maybe, I don't know. Now, as far as the triple camera on the back, you get a 12 megapixel camera shooter on the back, also an 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. Now, the cameras on the Samsung phone are pretty good. You get that 3x zoom, you get some 4K 60 on the back and the front, which is excellent. You get the EIS and all that good stuff. Now, the quad camera on the back with the OnePlus 8T, you get a 48 megapixel main shooter, OIS. You get 16 megapixel ultra wide. You also get a 5 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel black and white monochrome lens. Don't know. But you get the 4K 60 on the back. On the front, you only get a 16 megapixel shooter on here, which is video. As far as video is concerned, you only get 1080p. On this one, you get a 32 megapixel shooter, EIS shooter, just like the OnePlus 8T, but that's 16 megapixel. This one's 32 megapixel, and you get 4K 60 video on here, which is kind of neat that you get 4K on the front and back. So there's some advantages and some disadvantages as far as the cameras are concerned. I really feel that the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy FE are better. The video, I think, although OnePlus's 4K video is pretty good, they have a cinematic mode on here that is pretty good. I really do enjoy it as far as you know, your capabilities of doing video at 4K 60 cinematic mode. But you get 4K on this one also, and you get 4K on the front-facing video. I think the pictures are a little better on here than on the OnePlus 8T. The OnePlus 8T cameras, I'm a little confused about the quad camera on the back. It just kind of blows me away. They didn't need all these lenses. They could have done 3 lenses and done a lot better job with the setup on the back, and the quality of pictures is still much to be desired. The camera's okay. The cameras on the FE are good. They're not great. They're not pixel quality or Note 20 quality or iPhone 11 or 12 quality, but they're good. Here they're okay. Can I say good? Ooh, a little bit of a stretch. The wide angle I like. The portrait modes for me on the OnePlus phone still a struggle for me. I don't know if I do it wrong or whatever it may be happening there. But as far as the colors on these phones, now on the Samsung you get the cloud red, orange, lavender, mint, navy, and white. So you get a lot of different colors. On here you get you get the aquamarine green and also the lunar silver. So you get, this is a hot color. This is a really good color. I do like the blue cloud navy on the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. That is my favorite color. Now the FE is IP68 certified from Samsung. This one is not from OnePlus. But when you get the OnePlus 8T from T-Mobile, it is IP68 certified. So this is probably IP68, but it's just not certified when you get it from OnePlus. So if you want that IP68, you're gonna have to get it from T-Mobile. Now these are both 5G phones, so if you're gonna be wondering if you need 5G, I don't know if you guys knew, but 5G is out. I mean, it's official, you know what I mean? You know, because a fruit said it was here. But it's been around for a while on Android phones, but these both are 5G, so you won't have to worry about. There's no headphone jack on either of these, so you're gonna have to do Type-C headphone or Bluetooth capability. They both have stereo speakers. OnePlus's speakers are pretty good, and so is Samsung. So it's just a matter of preference, if you ask me. Now, the one thing that you get with the OnePlus phone, it is already on Android 11. I'm not sure when Samsung's gonna drop Android 11. They have Android 10, Samsung One UI, so 2.5. So not sure when it's gonna get One UI 3.0 or even Android 11. That could be a mystery, but you'll get some security updates that mean absolutely nothing. The Samsung Galaxy S7 is getting security updates, and are they really real? Have we really broken them down? Anyway, I will stop my rant, but I'm not sure when you're gonna get an Android 11. You probably most likely will on the Samsung phone. The FE, hopefully they do update this pretty fast, and they do update it all the way up into 11, 12, 13. This one will probably be updated until 14, and this one will probably get updates pretty fast in a hurry. It's one of the few phones right now at the time of this video that has Android 11 besides the Google Pixel 5 and the Google Pixel 4 phones and so on and so on. So in that respect, you have to respect OnePlus. They do have an updated operating system. So, but these are both 120 hertz. They're both very nice screens. They're both good. Call quality on these they're excellent. I like the look of both of these. I like the glass on here. I think this is a sexier phone. This has a better camera. I love the software on this one better. This software is okay. I'm not a Samsung fan, but the cameras I think are more impressive on here. Wireless charging on here is really nice, but the fast charging on here is very good. At the end of the day, you asked me which one I would spend my $700 on. In my personal opinion, I probably would get the OnePlus 8T. Even though I'm a camera guy, I'm just not a Samsung UI guy, if I can say that. It's gotten better, but there's something about the FE that is just doesn't make me say, yay. You know what I mean? This one I can't put this OnePlus 8T down. I love the screen. I love the Android 11. I love the 120 hertz. And the fast charging is addicting because you literally can charge this phone for 10 minutes and it gives you 30%, which is unheard of. Yeah, the wireless charging is good at night when you put it down on your dresser, but at the end of the day, what's the big deal? Both have pretty good battery. They both have in-display fingerprint readers. The OnePlus is pretty fast, and so is the Samsung one. So the in-display fingerprint readers are both really, really good. The build of the phones though, I have to go with the OnePlus 8T. It's just very nice. The Gorilla Glass 5 on the back is sensational. This isn't bad, but I feel like you don't have to have a case with this one. I feel like you do with this one here. But be careful with that Gorilla Glass 3 on the front here because it could be a deal breaker. But you definitely have a little bit more flexibility on the camera with the Samsung phone than you do with the OnePlus phone. The OnePlus phone is going to take good shots during the day. You're not going to have a problem there, but the macro lens and the monochrome lens are just absolutely useless. So that's going to do it, man. But for my money, I would probably get the OnePlus 8T because I just like Android Oxygen OS a lot better than I like the Samsung UI. They need to do something with it. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion. A lot of people like the Samsung UI, and hey, people like different stuff, and it's okay. If you like Samsung, but I think you really you're not gonna lose getting, I could live with this phone for $700. It's not a big deal. And I could live with this phone for $749. It's not a deal breaker. Now, is this phone better to get than the OnePlus 8 or even the OnePlus Nord, which is hard to get here, but they're coming out with some other ones that have some Snapdragons that are, 2 cylinders? I don't know. So that's what you have to ask yourself at the end of the day. That's a different debate, but as far as these two going together in a street fight, I think they're both gonna get some jabs into the face, and they're both gonna take some shots, but I don't think they're gonna knock each other out. I think they're both two great devices. This is a lot better device than I thought, the OnePlus 8T. And this FE has everything but the kitchen sink, which is the headphone jack. But other than that, it's got everything else except for a glass back, but hey, at the end of the day, you put it in a case, right? But that's gonna do it, man. I'm Android Stud. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Android Stud. Leave a comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. That's gonna do it. The battle between the Galaxy S20 FE and the OnePlus 8T. Peace, party people.